Hey YouTubers, Grimmy here, and today it's another Grim Customs, and we are going to make Ty from Transformers Car Robots, aka RID, the original, well, the 2000 version, and yeah, we're going to actually make her from Generations Chromia. And as you can see, I've already done some pre-painting. I got the primer down. Went for a chrome silver primer this time. I think it's going to help make some of the colors pop better than that drab gray that I was using before. So hopefully this will actually pop a lot better than what Minerva had. And I think it's about time we got to this. So now we're going to start off with her legs. And yeah, you can see I didn't really do much to separate this particular one because these are pin connections and I don't have a pin punch. So I gotta make do with what I got. But in any case, we're gonna get started. We're actually going to start with a little bit of red, since we're going to be starting with the feet. And it's going to be that nice red metal flake that I used for Minerva. Shake it up real good so it's well mixed. Get it out. Hopefully this is in good shape. Get the brush in there real nice. It's going to be a little thick, I think, but it should be okay. So, I'm going to try to play this right. So, Ty in the RID cartoon actually had red shoes with white socks that went up to her knees. I'm going to try to replicate that as best as I can, but still add some detail to it. I might have a very stiff brush too, which can be good but could be bad. Extra glob of paint to boot. Some of these paints are hard to get an even coat with, so I'm going to have to do the best I can to get it to be somewhat even. See if I can actually get this brush to loosen up a little bit. There we go. Okay, and there's the start. And the next layer would be, like the next part there would be white. But I'm going to add a little red to this rounded bit because I want it to stand out a little more. So, this one's going to have more detail than. Hold on a sec. Okay. Yeah, this one's going to be a little more than 15 minutes. Unfortunately, I screwed up and forgot to start the timer. But in any case, Ty should be looking good by the end of this. Like, well, by the end of this whole series, I mean. So I'm still trying to figure out how to get this to view right without getting without messing anything up. Because I want you to see what I'm doing, but sometimes I gotta get my hand in an angle that'll block the camera. Not good. Not good at all. But yeah, the red is showing through a lot better than it was on Minerva already. Nice and vibrant. And with all this molded detail on Chromia's leg, it's actually easy to get an idea together on how I want to color her. At least for the most part. Because these are going to be mostly white. But I'm adding some red detail to them too. And other colors actually. I got another color in mind. Which will help bring everything out. As you can see, getting this started. And I know I probably should have started with the white, given that it's probably going to come back to haunt me later on. But we'll get to that as we go. Now I just gotta be careful of that kickstand. And there's another layer that I want to do in the red. We're gonna get this going. And the reason I'm starting with red is just because I feel like it. There's no actual rhyme or reason to how I'm doing this. Such things are kind of beyond my reach. But nonetheless, I do want this to look good. And so far, it's coming out alright. I'm going to add a little bit of red to this. Try to avoid painting on where that connection piece goes though, because I don't want to make it too thick. Otherwise, when you try to transform this character, it's not going to turn out well because the paint's going to get stuck. As you can see, it's coming out pretty good. Now the next side, which is on the innermost wheel, part of the wheel, get some more paint in there. And once that timer goes off, it'll be time to end this chapter, but I don't know when that's going to be yet, so we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully, we'll be making some good progress by then, and it'll be a good point to switch chapters. Hopefully. If not, well, sorry guys. Still getting some of the kinks worked out of this kind of series. But I do want to make the lengths, the video lengths, oops, sorry. I like I said, it's very hard to get this to where I can show you guys what I'm doing without messing up the paint. Because I'm working with two different situations. I gotta make the paint job look good, but I gotta keep it viewable for you guys so you can see how it's going. There we go. So far so good. And I haven't quite decided how I want to do those tires yet, so I'm gonna move on to the part that I do know what I want to do with. And, well, somewhat know what I want to do with. And that's the inside of the kneecap. Ah, boy. And ideally, none of this is actually going to look, well, not a lot of this is going to actually look silver when it's all said and done. I'm actually going to try to keep a lot of different colors. Mostly reds, whites, pinks, maybe a little bit of yellow or orange or gold, depending on how it turns out. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Right now I should just focus on what's red. Bent in the rose is red, because we don't want to lose our heads. Yeah, a little Alice in Wonderland, I know. I know it's probably horribly done. Way out of line. Painting the rose is red, trying to keep our heads. Okay. And again, if you can't see what I'm doing, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get this detail just right without screwing it up. And I think I did an okay job. Okay. And there is one last little part that I know for certain I want to do in red, and that's up at the thigh. And let's see, just keep it in view. And there is a really good reason why I want to do this thigh piece like this, because, and you'll probably learn later on. But I just want to make Ty look good and try to keep her kind of classy looking, unlike, say, the comic that came with RC, where she was in that weird, somewhat pervy outfit where she was in a bikini with a tie and a normal hat. Okay, time to thin this out. Okay, that looks alright. It's a little, maybe a little darker than the rest. Okay. Okay, about 4 minutes left in this part. And yeah, I'm trying to keep an eye on the clock. But that's more than enough time to deal with what I think I'm going to do for the last part. In fact, I finally decided. I'm going to do the outer rim in red. And this is probably where people are wondering why I'm not just keeping the hubcap in silver. But this is my decision. I want a red hubcap. Well, mostly red. There's going to be some pink in there too. And yes, this robot's going to have pink on her. If you have problems with that, get over it. Ty had a little bit of pink in the cartoon, so she's getting a little bit of pink in this figure. She's going to have more pink on her in the figure than she did in the cartoon. Because cartoon, she didn't have a alt mode, and she looked pretty much human because she was an AI, a hologram. Since she's getting a full Cybertronian body, I'm going to give her the full treatment and give her a nice paint job that reflects that. Okay, and there we go. Probably not the most perfect. In fact, I see a spot I missed. Yeah, probably not the most perfect tire, but I think that looks pretty good. It's a nice start. Since I forgot the timer at the beginning, I'm just going to cut this here. On the next part, we're going to continue on with this leg. And I might do the other leg off camera. I don't know yet, but we'll find out later. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next part. Take care, have fun, and bye-bye.